Hey game designers, in this video, I'm going to teach you just two things. I'm trying to give you guys time to work on your rocks. I know last video was kind of long if you were actually following along and making your own rocks. So today, this video will relatively be short. Okay, so let's just make this straight rock path. Let's duplicate one and show you how to make one that's a little bit more curvy. Okay, so I'm just going to use Control D to create a duplicate. And I'm going to use the left arrow to kind of move it around here, something like that. Okay. Um, and let's go ahead and rotate it 90 degrees or something like that. Let's rotate that. Oops. Uh, do control duplicate. I gotta make sure I'm on the right axis here. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna move one over here. I'm gonna use the rotate tool. Rotate it like this, just to show you that it can be done. How to make it a little curvy, even though we can't curve it to a line. Okay, so suppose that I want to make this rock path a little bit more curvy than it is right now. So we're going to use the bend tool. So just click on the object tab or the object main tab, and then we're going to go to deform and bend. Now reminder, this is how exactly we've created the circle as well. So if you click on bend, it's going to kind of distort our rocks because it's not in the right direction. So we're going to click on direction and we're going to change it to X. And now you can see that the rocks are actually being bent correctly. Now what we need to do though is to not bend it like up into the sky like this, okay? So we're going to click on the bend options and we're going to change the direction. So we're going to move this, let's try 90 degrees. And there you go. You're able to bend it a little bit here. Now if you want to bend it more, you can change the angle. So I'm going to kind of left click here and drag it up to create an increase in the bend, or I can decrease it like so. So this is kind of up to you how you want to do it. I just want to show you how you can bend it. So let's say I wanted to bend it something like this. So it goes kind of like all the way across. And then you can just simply scale it and make it bigger. Because, I mean, who's going to sit there and look at the size of your rocks anyway? So I'm going to kind of bend it a little bit more. Maybe change the angle to, I don't know, let's even increase it to 90. Make it go from one end to the other here. And I'm going to go ahead and move it and enlarge it a little bit more. And no one's going to really notice that your rocks are a little bit bigger on this path. So now you have it. So we have a bent path for another rock trail here. And let's go ahead and color our rocks. Our rocks actually right now are the default material. So again, once you're done with the appearance of your uh, objects, make sure that, oops, sorry, make sure that you go ahead and increase and enlarge it the way that you want. So I'm just going to enlarge it a little bit and move it down a little bit more. And there you go. Okay, so let's go ahead and finalize it. Oops, there's some things too. I didn't. So if you have a mistake like mine, it's above the ground. Just go ahead and go to global and move it down to the Z position. Okay, let's try it again. Global Z position 0. Okay, and there you go. And now you move it back down to the ground. You can adjust it a little bit now. Something like that. And move it a little bit this way and a little bit up. There we go. Okay, so now that we finalize our path, let's go ahead and click on this, and you're going to go to convert to geometry. It's going to kind of get rid of the fact that you bent it. And let's go ahead and rename this, double clicking, and this is going to be my, you know, uh, bent rock path here. Okay, and let's go ahead and start coloring this thing. Let's go to our library and see if we can find a rock type of look. So there's concrete. So concrete is probably going to be the closest to looking like rocks here. And there's some pretty dull looking concrete. So let's go ahead and use it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put maybe a dark one over here. Let's take a dark look over here and apply it to there. and it's going to take a while. It's still rendering here. And let's take a more lighter look here. And this looks kind of dullish here. I'm going to apply that to my little circle. And the rock path, let's go ahead and use some other color. And that's pretty easy. I mean, all we're doing is just applying a material, and now we're putting some texture and color into our rocks. And let's go ahead and change the curvy one too. So here we go, add a little color there, and voila. Okay. So that's all I want to cover in this video. Pretty short and quick. I want to give you guys time to work on your own rock formations in case you guys couldn't finish on Friday.